everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Virtual Tech. Today, I am going to show you guys how to unlock a disabled iPhone through iTunes. For this lesson, I'm going to be using an iPhone 5S, and to show you guys what is going on with the iPhone, I'm going to be using the camera app, which is connected to one of my other cameras, to show you what is going on. So as you can see, the phone says iPhone is disabled, connect to iTunes. So yeah, so that's what we're going to have to do. Just move it to a position where it's easy for me to use and to show you guys. So what you will need is a Windows 10 or newer computer, or a Mac that's running on macOS 15 or newer. You'll need the disabled iPhone, obviously. And then you'll need a charger for the iPhone. So a USB-C cable for iPhone 15 and newer, and anything else. I'm not sure about the name for the other cables. So the first thing you want to do is plug this end of the charger into your laptop, desktop, anything you have. And then you want to plug the other end into your iPhone that is disabled. So then it should start charging. So it says iPhone is disabled, connect to iTunes. Now for the next part, it depends on what model you have. I think I already recycled the picture, but let me pull it up. Let me restore it so I can show you guys what you have to do. So let me restore it. I think I restored the correct one. Downloads. Okay. So, if you have an iPhone 8 or newer, the 16s also count as well, but so it's 8 or newer, you have to quickly press the volume up button, then the volume down, then you have to hold down the side button until the recovery screen appears. For the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, you have to hold down the volume button and the side button together until the recovery screen appears. For an iPhone 6's, the 5 also counts in here, and the 4 as well, I think. So for the 4s, 5s, 6s, and the SE first generation, you have to hold the home button and the side or top button until the recovery screen appears. The side or top button is talking about the power button, so all these side buttons mean the power button. And for the iPhone SE second or third generation, it's the same thing as iPhone 8. Volume up, volume down, then hold side button. So I'm going to have to use the trick for the iPhone 6s and the SE first generation. So let me close down all of this. Let me open the camera app again. Let me close this down. So let me just do this with the camera. I'm going to do this so you guys should be able to see the phone better. Alright. So the first thing I want to do is I want to shut down my iPhone. That's what you guys have to do as well. Shut down. And as I already said, the next step depends on what iPhone you have. So I will show that picture one more time. I will show the picture one more time, then I'll show you guys how I have to do it. So, okay. Make sure you know what phone model you have. Also, before we do any of this, I need to say that you also need to know the Apple ID information of your iPhone. So you need to know what Apple ID it's signed into and the Apple ID password. Not the phone password, the Apple ID password. So, anyways, the phone, I have powered it off. So now I have to hold the power and home button at once, and the Apple logo should appear. I have to keep holding down the power and home button for the iPhone 5S. So I have to keep holding it down. So now the Apple logo just appeared again. So that's the screen you should be seeing. It's either a charger and then the iTunes logo, or for some models it'll show a laptop and then it'll show the charger. Now, the next thing you have to do is get on the Microsoft Store or App Store, depending on what you have. And then you have to search up iTunes if you haven't have it downloaded already. As you can see, I have already downloaded the iTunes app. you have to download the iTunes app for this next part. So, once iTunes has downloaded, you have to get on the app, iTunes, and then it'll take you to this screen. You have to agree to this. It's like the terms and conditions. You have to agree to them, and then iTunes will open up. As you can see, iTunes has just opened. Now you have to close down the app, and then you have to open it again. So let me open it again. Okay, it's taking some time to open. Now it should show something like this. Now you have to press the restore button, and then you have to press restore and update. Now it takes you to this. You have to press next. Then you have to agree to the terms and conditions. And then it should take you to a screen with the iPhone on it. If it doesn't, you can just click on the iPhone over here, and it will take you to this screen. As you can see, the iPhone is in recovery mode. Now I will show you guys what's happening on the phone. Let me zoom in on the camera again. It still shows this screen. It's going to show this screen for a while. As you can see, the iPhone is in recovery mode. It says iTunes is downloading the software for this iPhone and will restore your iPhone when the download is complete. Okay. Need to find the maximize screen button. Now we get back on iTunes. Everybody, just remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I only have 4 subscribers at the moment. And yeah, so the iPhone is still in recovery mode. For me, it says iPhone 5S. Over here, it should say the model you have. I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to unpause in a few minutes. Oh, it says iTunes is preparing to restore the software on this iPhone. So soon, your phone should get out of this screen, and it should show the Apple logo for a few seconds. Well, not for a few seconds, but it should show the Apple logo for a while it restores. So, over here, I see the bar's been all the way full. Oh, the phone just turned off. So, now it should turn on in a few seconds. Yep, it just turned on. Now it should show a screen. It should show like a menu bar down here. So, it's taking time. Let me go back into iTunes. Okay, iTunes is restoring the software on this iPhone. As you can see, the serial number just became not applicable. I'm going to pause the recording here, and I will unpause it once this bar gets further ahead. Alright, so the iPhone software is being verified. The phone is still in recovery mode. It is updating a little. It's like getting erased inside. So now iTunes has to erase everything inside of it, and then it has to reinstall some of the things inside of it. Now, earlier I said that you need to know the Apple ID and Apple ID password of the Apple account signed into the phone. I will explain why now. So, if you don't know the Apple ID and Apple ID password, then you will not be able to unlock the iPhone. It'll just say iPhone is locked to owner. So, that's just something Apple does for security to make sure iPhones don't get stolen or anything. So anyways, it says verifying iPhone restore. So it's getting ready, I guess. So it has updated this far. It's still going to take some time. So I'm just going to pause my video. Now the phone says restoring iPhone firmware. And as you can see, it has updated all the way. As you can see right here. Now, you don't have to do this, but I'm just going to click the home button once. Just in case, I'm just going to click it once. But yeah, so now in a few moments it should just show only the Apple logo. Then it should show a bar again, and it should start filling up like it did on over here. I'm going to go back onto iTunes, and right now it says it's verifying iPhone restore, and the iPhone is in recovery mode. iTunes is restoring the software on this iPhone. It's going to take some time now. I'm just looking at the phone and my computer screen at the same time right now. But anyways, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and share this video with somebody. This video can come in helpful if you have a disabled phone or iPad and you don't know how to just unlock it. This video will be useful for you, so make sure to share this video to people you know. So anyways, I'm going to pause my recording here, and then I'll unpause in a few moments. Okay, so the phone just turned off. I'm going to check iTunes. Oh, the Apple logo is back. So it just said that the iPhone has been restored to factory settings. That's what it said on my iTunes, and it took me to this blank screen. Do not close down iTunes yet. You will need this app in a few moments to unlock iPhone. For older models, you have to put in the Apple ID and Apple ID password through here. But for newer models, I think you have to enter the Apple ID information through the iPhone. So just in case, don't close down the iTunes app. I'm just trying to fix the camera position again. Just trying to fix the camera position so the iPhone is in a nice view. So it's the iPhone 5S that was disabled because we forgot the passcode to it. It is in recovery. I'm just going to keep checking iTunes. Okay, so I got a notification saying Apple iPhone, select to choose what happens with this device. So I'm just going to stay on iTunes for now because I think it's about to say, okay, now it says iPhone, so now you should get back on iTunes if the thing on your phone has gone that far. You should get back on iTunes. Now, as you can see, it says activation lock. So now you have to put in the Apple ID information that was on this iPhone. So the Apple ID email that was registered with the iPhone. Then you need to put in the Apple ID password. Let me just quickly type that in. And then you have to click on continue. So now it should show you a screen that tells you some stuff about the iPhone. Oh, it says success, your iPhone has been unlocked. To set up and sync this iPhone, click continue. You can just click continue from here. And welcome to your new iPhone. So now, you can go through this if you are going to sync your iPhone through iTunes, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to set it up manually. I will show you guys how to do that as well, but I'm just going to click continue. So sync with iTunes. You can use iTunes to sync movies, music, TV shows, and more to your iPhone. I'm just going to click on get started. Now it shows all of this. And then I'm just going to press done because I'm not going to be doing anything with this. So I'm just going to press done. So now I am going to close down iTunes, but as I said, if you are going to sync with iTunes, then you can keep it open. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to close down the iPhone. And as you can see, it has gotten this far so far. Once it gets all the way there, it should take me to a hello screen. Then the iPhone setup process will begin. So I'm going to pause the recording here, and then I'll unpause it once the iPhone gets up to there. I'm pointing to it with my mouse pointer. Okay, so my phone just showed only the Apple logo, and it just vibrated twice, so I'm back to recording. So now it says hello. So if you have a home button, just click on the home button. If you have something that you have to swipe, if you have a phone without a home button, just swipe. And then if you have like a get started button, you can just click on get started. I'm going to press the home button. Now it's just quick start. If you have an iPhone running on iOS 11 or later, bring it nearby to sign in automatically. So if you have an iPhone or iPad that runs on iOS 11 or later, it's logged into an Apple account and you just want the data from that to be on this iPhone, you can bring it near the iPhone that you have just restored. But otherwise, you can just set it up manually if you don't have any of that or you just don't want to set it up manually. So now you have click setup manually. Now just choose a Wi-Fi network. I'm going to quickly connect this to my Wi-Fi. Then I will come back to recording. I'm just going to take my iPhone off the screen because I don't want anyone knowing my Wi-Fi password. Okay. So I just press join. It's going to join in a few seconds. Data and privacy. So you just have to press continue. Touch ID. For people that don't have a home button, it will give you a Face ID option. If you want, you can set it up, and if not, you don't have to. I'm just going to quickly set it up. Yeah, I'm setting up Touch ID right now. If you have Face ID, you can set up Face ID on your phone. So I have to quickly do adjust your grip on this. Okay, so complete. Just so you know, guys, if you do Touch ID or Face ID, then you have to use a passcode. So if you were planning to not use a passcode, then you can't you shouldn't have set up Touch ID or Face ID. If you did, then you have to use a passcode. So click continue. Now it's just create a passcode. For people that didn't set up Touch ID or Face ID, and if they don't want to use a passcode, then you have to click on passcode options, and it gives you options of custom custom numeric code, and custom not custom 4-digit numeric code. And if you didn't set up Touch or Face ID, then you can just click on don't use passcode. But for people that set up Touch or Face ID, it does not give you the option to not use a passcode. So I'm just going to quickly set up a 6-digit passcode. Okay, just set up my passcode. Now it says apps and data. It gives you the options to restore from iCloud backup. Restore from, I'm not going to do that. If you want to do iCloud backup, you can go ahead and do it. Restore from iTunes backup. That was the thing I was showing you earlier with iTunes. If you have an Android and you want to move the data from that to your iPhone, you can just click on that. But I don't have any of this, so I'm just going to do don't transfer apps and data. Now it's going to make you sign into your Apple ID. I'm going to quickly sign in. Once you put in your Apple ID email, then you will have to click the next button. And then it'll give you the password option. If you don't have an Apple ID, just click on forgot password or don't have an Apple ID. Then it'll say something like get a free iCloud email address. You can just click on that, and then it will create an account for you. So I am just going to put in my Apple ID password really fast. Okay, next. Alright, so I just sent a confirmation code to my phone number. I'm going to quickly pause this video so I can just put in the confirmation code. I don't want anybody knowing my phone number, so I'm going to pause the recording. Okay, once I verified it, it said it may take a few moments to set up your Apple ID, and it took a few seconds. So now I'm at the terms and conditions part. You have to agree to the terms and conditions. Now it may take a few minutes, but now it's setting up your Apple ID and everything. So you just have to wait for it to get done setting up. I'm just going to pause this recording again for a second, and I'll unpause once it sets up, I guess. Okay, so once Apple ID set up, it took me to an express settings option. So here, if you want to customize anything on it, you have to press customize settings. But I'm not going to customize anything, so I'm just going to click continue. Now just keep your phone up to date. This gets the software updates on your iPhone. It lets them install automatically. I'm just going to press continue. Now iCloud Keychain. I'm not sure if it shows this on newer models running on newer software, but for people that get it, it's just something that keeps information safe on your iPhone. If you want to use it, just press continue. If you don't, then just press don't use iCloud Keychain. I'm just going to press continue for now. Now it's taking time. Screen time. If you want to set up screen time, just press continue. If not, do setup later in settings. I'm going to do setup later in settings for now. App intellects. If you share it with app developers, it helps them improve their apps. If you want to share it, just do share with app developers. If not, just do don't share. Now it should say welcome to your iPhone and then the get started button. Now just click on the get started button. So you have just unlocked a disabled iPhone through iTunes, and then you also have set up your new iPhone. So anyways, everybody, that is pretty much it for the video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will pull it up on the iPhone really fast to show you the channel. I only have 4 subscribers, so please subscribe. So please also subscribe to my other channel, Sharma Tungo Music Hub. It's a channel where you'll find a lot of Nepali songs very soon. The link for it is youtube.com/@SharmaTungo And anyways, subscribe to my main channel as well, Virtual Tech Computer Support, I think. I think it'll pull up really soon. Just click the X, just click on the X. Virtual Tech Lessons. It has 4 subscribers and it's about to be 2 videos. As you can see, just watch that video as well if you have a Windows 10 computer. It's install Windows 11 on unsupported computer, beat the Windows 10 deadline. As you know, Windows 10 support is ending very soon, so that will come in handy if you have a Windows 10 computer. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this video, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye. I'll see you guys in the next video.